here shortly after our coverage of the news. You can hop into Quest Talk Discord there at the bottom of our screen. I'll go ahead and copy and paste it. All right, just posting that in the Twitch chat for everybody. All right, let's get rid of our intermission and talk some Ogre Horde. All right, so this is from X, formerly known as Twitter. Always have to say that because it was Twitter for so long. Avalon Bill says, "Did you hear a rumbling in the distance? The latest Hero Quest expansion has been announced at Luca 2023. Against the Ogre Horde, this quest pack brings a big challenge as well as a new way to play, the arena. Stay tuned here for future updates."
Pretty cool.
We've got a guest. Welcome.
Hi, I'm returning fan.
Papa Bear is here. Bohemius is here. Welcome. So yeah, we're going to talk against the Ogre Horde a little bit here. Obviously, I guess the first and biggest thing is it's not the Ogre Horde, it's against the Ogre Horde. So they always do this to us every time. There's always these last minute swerves like, oh, little changes are happening. Just kidding. Joe Manganiello is going to be there. Maybe he's going to announce something. No, he isn't. And it's back to the original title that we heard about way back in July. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but other than this picture of the box and the fact that they waved the box around at the convention, and the only other thing we know is that there's going to be 3 new quests, which we gathered from Encarmin's comments at Gen Con. And March release. Did I miss anything as far as new info?
When he said 3 new quests, that's this, Telor and Spirit Queen, right? So that covers everything that Encarmine was hinting about, right?
No, I don't think that's what was being said.
Okay.
3 new quests, not meaning boxes. I mean, I guess unless the translation is off. I mean, these were guys. Yeah.
Because it's like all 3 of these have been labeled as quest packs, not like big box expansions. So that's where my thinking was, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree, and it's totally fine. I want people to disagree with me on my own show, but unless it's a lost in translation thing with Italian, I admit I don't speak it.
I can confirm. And 3 new quests for the campaign of against the Ogre Horde. What they say, the only thing they say is going to be released in Italian in conjunction with English at the same time. So the only thing I would add, nothing else.
Thank you, Bohemius. And so for the record, for viewers who are not familiar with you, you are a native speaker of Italian?
Oh yes, I'm Italian.
See, you heard it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I talk about it, when I say Keller's Keep, I call that a quest pack or an expansion. I don't call it a quest. Like a quest is just an individual unit within it. So, yeah, I was the same way. I was thinking 3 new quests to increase Ogre Horde from 7 to 10. Because Encarmin was basically saying like, oh, that's what people expect. They expect to see at least 10 quests in a box, along with a bunch of plastic and cards, and for the price point of the $45, similar to what we've seen for Frozen Horror and Mage of the Mirror and Rise of the Dread Moon, as opposed to the smaller box, Keller's Keep, Return of the Witch Lord, for I think it was 25 it started out, and then it became 35, and now people are saying it's dropped down to 15, so you can get a deal. But yeah, smaller box versus bigger box. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I guess I just didn't hear about the snippet of news. Sorry, I've been working today. But so this is a translation of the original quest pack, but they are adding to it to take it from however many it was to 10.
It's not clear. Okay, because they said in the announcement they're going to add an entire new game mode, the arena.
The arena,
So,
right?
They didn't specify if these 3 quests are for the arena or for the campaign.
Okay.
But it looked like they're 2 different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now it's just speculation.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Totally. We're all about the speculation. I mean, they showed us the box and said March, which is kind of what we thought before. I mean, that first pre-order page that appeared, I forget the name of the site, but it said March 31st, 2024. And we'd seen other things like January 2024, just Q1, so quarter 1. And then the original store leak from back in July just said 2024, sometime after Wandering Monk, which they said January 1st, turned out to be January 15th. So I mean, pretty close. Pretty much everything that we heard was true. There's no fake rumors or anything like that. But yeah, this arena stuff, I mean, I'm sure you guys were part of the discussion even before I was, because I was kind of catching up. This is the box that you're seeing here, the box art. The arena is actually something that featured in the very first version of HeroQuest, 1989. It's in the instruction booklet. It's kind of forgotten, but it's like you start in, I think it's the center room, and you put the heroes and like 5 goblins, and then everybody fights it out like a death match, which never happens in the rest of the game. It's just, I guess you're just learning the combat, and then you do it all again, except now you have magic spells. But what's unclear is like, well, how do you decide who starts first? Because that makes a big difference. Can heroes kill each other? Can monsters kill each other? I mean, in the European rules, you could attack other heroes. You didn't have to be under the influence of chaos magic. So a lot of people were kind of going that direction. I was kind of going that direction too. I was thinking, well, maybe that it's just a series of, fights, and maybe there's no stakes, or maybe you get bonus items for doing it. But maybe it has nothing to do with that at all. Maybe the arena is something else entirely. But I was kind of thinking, well, they're digging into the past for ideas, and they're digging into fan creations for ideas. So maybe it has something to do with that, but I guess until they tell us for sure, we don't know. So what do you guys think about that? Or did I miss something else about it?
No, I mean, if I don't know anything about the arena from the original. I don't know how the rules worked in the original arena beyond that you could attack other players, but I think a PvP thing sounds kind of fun, So yeah, right on. I do want to say I love the box art. I like how they've done that there. Because when we heard the leak, like what was it, a week or 2 ago, where someone accidentally put up some pre-order info for this, and so I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I'm not in love with how the ogres look in Mage of the Mirror. They look kind of pink and squishy, but like here they look pretty darn vicious and tribal, which is how I imagine the ogres to be, and they look like they just stomped off from the plains, somewhere. So yeah, anyway, I'm a big fan of the box art.
Cool.
Like the yellows.
They aren't like bureaucrat orcs that were hiding under the desks during the battle. They're actually maybe the frontline troops or the elite squads that are going out to fight.
Right.
I think if we want to analyze the cover, okay, we can see the so-called shaman, the one with the white hairs. Doesn't even look like an ogre. Could be even an orc. Okay.
They do look very orcish. Yeah.
Yes. But we got in the foreground a gladiator, the perfect fit the arena. Yeah. Yes, the one on the right, for example, it looks similar to the one in the right of the box. Yes. It looks similar to the one but it's not exactly the same. So it's possible they did a resculpt of the same character. It's very similar, but it's not the same.
Yeah, like a top knot instead of a mohawk. We call it a mohawk haircut here because of the native tradition. something, probably the elephant in the room we should address is that the box art doesn't always correspond exactly to the character miniatures in the box. That's true of pretty much every release of HeroQuest that's ever happened. Is there's something on the box that looks a little bit different than actually in there. And yes, some of it's just a matter of, well, you could paint it a different way if you wanted to. But, I mean, we see ogre weapons on Mage of the Mirror in the remake box that don't exist in the package. We see the elf holding weapons that she doesn't hold in any of the miniatures that have been released. The male elf, yes, but not the female elf. We see Rise of the Dread Moon, a Sir Ragnar character that only appears in illustrated form. He's not actually a plastic figure. And we see like different armaments in the background as well. So there are other characters. So it may be that as in the original, these guys look nothing like the ones in the box. I mean, I kind of hope there are other sculpts, but we had 4 designs in the 1990 version, and none of them really looked like this, except, I mean, I guess some of the haircuts were similar. But what do you think? Do you think they'll go all out this time and maybe give us something like this?
I mean, I think they will. Like, I mean, there's been some minor differences, but this, I suspect, like, these kind of guys who are kitted out here with just, like, some, you know, random assortments of, you know, pieces of armor slapped here and there with fur and leather straps and stuff. Like, I actually do think this will be pretty darn close to what a lot of the miniatures will look like. Certainly, I guess we're to assume that's the Ogre King there with his the jewel. Maybe not King, Warlord, whatever you want to call him, but that's the leader, wow. I assume. Yeah, I bet he'll look pretty darn close to that. Even if his the lower ogres don't look quite similar, I bet the Ogre King will look pretty darn similar to that.
Yeah, King, Lord, whatever. Because there was a Lord, a Chieftain, a Champion, and then just a Warrior. And there's this figure in the back, you just see horns. I mean, that could be a Chaos Warrior or a Dread Warrior, but even though their horns don't look like that in the remake.
It looked like the point of the tip of a spear on the right side of the door. Hold by a hand, a small hand.
Yeah, those could be other monsters there.
Yeah.
I mean, they talk about the Horde, but the Horde is more like a storyline thing because at most you've got 7 ogres at a time. And these are not the 10 body point ogres unless they really change it. I mean, they had variable body points. I guess the 3 dark blue ogres had fixed body point amounts, but the warriors, the red ones, could be like 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. I always forget.
Oh gosh, did the chief did he have 10 body points in the original?
No, that was the Mage of the Mirror had the light blue ogres, and they were all 10 body points.
Oh jeez, what a slog. Okay.
But you had the ogres, and then you had a lot of different chaos sorcerers that used spell tokens instead of spell cards. They had like mental abilities. So you had the Mind Blast, the Mind Lock, which was like a paralyzing ability, and then the Dominate, where you could basically take control of the person. And this expansion was coming out solely in Europe, but it was at the same time as the North American game system. So the fact that the North American game system had the Chaos Spell cards, and this was like giving the first like dedicated spell system for the bad guys, but using the tokens. So there's some discussion about, will they keep that or will they discard it? I hope they keep it, but that's me. I guess a lot of people disagree with me on that. Hey, Major Asnable. Hey, Elberg. So acknowledging some of these comments here. Yeah, the arena will be done by means of a body point tracker. It has to be. Says Luke Rock. So that'd be interesting. Elberg says the original arena, I think, was written as skirmish gameplay and was fairly common. The original game also had PvP rules. Yeah, let's just take a quick look at that. I'm gonna just pull up a PDF. This is taken from from Yielden. Or, yeah, Hero Quest by Phoenix. Let's see. Okay, this is actually what I'm looking at. So this is the so-called PvP rules, if you want to call it that. Okay, so here they don't give any mechanic for choosing like who goes first. It just start with the player to the left of the evil wizard player, aka Morcar or Zargon. Continue clockwise. It was your turn. You may both move and fight. Let's see. With the warrior. Oh, actually, I think it's later. I'm sorry. When they talk about the arena. Here it is. Mentor has provided a magical arena for you to practice moving and fighting. Use the board without any furniture for this fight to the death. So much for training. Each player character puts his model, that's what they call heroes, player characters, in one of the corners of the large room in the center of the board. The evil wizard player places 5 goblins anywhere he likes in the room. The player to the left of the evil wizard player goes first. The last character or monster left alive wins. This is page 8, by the way, from the 1989 Rules of Play. At the end of the fight, the magic of the arena restores all characters to full strength. All wounds are healed. You should practice in the arena as many times as you feel confident with the way. You need to feel confident with the way of the warrior. Okay. Let's see, and I think they say return to the arena. There we go. I own this. It's just that it's just easier for me to reference the PDF at the moment. Okay, so return to the arena. So after they tell you about casting spells, this is page 10. To try out your newly acquired magical powers, you must now re-enter Mentor's Arena. The wizard and the elf choose their spells. Each player puts his model in one of the corners of the large room in the center of the board. The evil wizard player places 5 goblins anywhere in the room. The player to the left of the evil wizard player goes first. Once again, it is a fight to the death. The last character or monster left alive wins. At the end of the fight, the magic of the arena restores all characters to full strength. All wounds are healed. You should practice in the arena as many times as you need to feel confident with the way of the wizard. So the speculation is maybe the arena will be something like that. Some people were saying, well, maybe they'll use the big tile instead of just the center room. They'll use that large tile that, you know, shows the pit of chaos or pit of dread on one side and then the outdoor area on the other, because it'd be bigger to move around in. But who knows? It could be something completely different than that, for all we know.
I think they're going to add more rules to the. They would not make it so simple, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I
They
think
would make it.
simple's good, but the
Yes,
person
but
who goes first is going to have a huge advantage. I mean, imagine the barbarian going ahead of the wizard, or vice versa. Yeah. Well, and maybe a type of mechanic. Maybe the heroes won't be fighting each other at all. Maybe they'll still be cooperating like they always do. I mean, we were kind of looking at that that foam and paint arena that was shown at Gen Con and Spiel, and thinking, oh, that's what they're talking about. It has something to do with the Wandering Monk. It has something to do with the ogres. I don't know if people still think that, or if that was just kind of a fun thing they did for the convention.
look how they are called the mission of the arena. Way of the warrior and way of the scout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Way of the wandering monk. So they made it connected in that way. It's true. Yes, as a callback.
Something nostalgic, even if it's
yes,
slightly different.
It's been confirmed yesterday by the well, not confirmed, but anyway, into to the fact that the map that is inside the box of the Wandering Monk. Okay, could be okay. They connected exactly to this expansion because the Wandering Monk is going in for this tournament to this arena.
Mm-hmm. Could be, but does that mean that it's just a story connection, kind of like how the Rogue is connected to Elethorn and Mage of
It's
the Mirror.
possible.
Even though you open up the Mage of the Mirror book, he's never mentioned. There's no special rules given for him. It's just kind of a
Yeah, it's like
can
an
do this if you want
extra lore
Mhm.
for the character that is completely independent, so you can play it like, okay, this is his independent story, and he's joining the fight.
Yeah, as opposed to the Bard, where the Spirit Queen's Torment actually says, "Oh, here's how you should use him."
Yes, and that's something I want to add, okay, because it was cryptic the guy they presented because he talked about Taylor. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just a parenthesis. Okay, when you talk about the bard, that they integrate this special rule for the bard, and they add something special for the warlock in the other one. But
Ah.
okay, it looked like they modify. Okay, it didn't even explain it. Okay, so we will see in the next days because it's coming. Many people are going to get it in the
Yeah.
pre-order.
Several people have said
But
that they already have their copies have already shipped, so they should have it here soon, and they can flip through and show us if they've added anything other than the corrections we're all hoping for. The errata that
he said
Zargon
something
was
very
showing.
cryptic.
Yeah.
He said something very cryptic. He didn't explain it. So, but he made a connection to that rule of the bard with the prophecy of Taylor, something there for the warlock. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he was confused or it was meaning something different. I just want to point it out that he said something connected.
I'm sure that I mean, it was live, but at the same time, I'm sure that they were told to say certain things and not say other things. So, it probably means something. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so maybe it'll be similar. Like, oh yeah, the first hero who dies, like permanently, gets replaced by that hero. If you're not already using that hero, of course. So it's like a bonus life. Like, oh, you're stuck with that character. Kind of force you to learn one
We'll
of the
see.
new ones. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, as we know, Zargon is free to modify the quests as he likes, so he can go beyond any of that stuff if he wants to, but it is just a kind of an interesting, tantalizing detail. All right, anything more we wanted to say about Against the Ogre Horde for now? Anything else we've seen? This was a picture. They did this wonderfully cheesy reveal. They pretended that the box was like super heavy, and they, waved it around, and it was just the lid. So, but you can see the size difference compared to Prophecy of Telor and Spirit Queen's Torment. The latter two boxes have the quasi-holographic covers, and those are definitely like the size of Keller's Keep: Return of the Witch Lord. The price point seems a little high for those two, but keep in mind, Keller's Keep: Return of the Witch Lord started out cheaper, and then they raised the price. And so I guess that MSRP on Hasbro Pulse kind of matches. I think it's only off by $1, at least in the US version. Cheers, Dead Gamer.
The only thing I can add, okay, it looked like he got the rest of the box there, not just the cover.
Oh, you think he just set it
Okay,
aside there?
and probably they're going to release spoiler in the States. I don't know, like they did. Remember with the cadre? I don't remember where. Something like this, probably. We will see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because showing the back of the box would reveal a lot of things. And of course, seeing the candy trays inside. So you think they actually have it? It's not just they just gave him the cover and said, "Here, show him this."
For the information gathered and our friend Giuseppe said they are. Oh, sorry. I get confused with English sometimes.
Oh, no worries.
He have seen the mission, okay? So he knows he did special praise to the scopes of the mission,
Okay.
okay? So he knows the content of the box.
Okay. And who was it that knows this? The presenter?
Accent? No. Accent talk with the presenter. He write in the group. You can pick up his own words on the on your Discord.
Okay,
chat.
in the Discord chat. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I've missed some of the things that were said. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, I can certainly do a follow up. I just wanted to make sure we covered some of the basics here, because everybody's talking about it, and maybe more things will come to light after we're done here tonight. But yeah, it's good to hear that they have some authoritative basis. It's not just they're all in the dark about it and just guessing. Because yeah, you would think Avalon Hill Hasbro would want them to provide quality information, accurate stuff, because they know everybody's been speculating all this time, and they've been unwilling to confirm officially anything other than to kind of hint that we were close. Yeah. So of course the image is reversed there. All right, guys. Anything else you want to say about Against the Ogre Horde before we jump into Mage of the Mirror for tonight?
I'm good.
Some people were saying that maybe the new way to play refers to the body point, variable body points, and maybe a body point tracker coming back. Again, my speculation is if there's going to be any changes to the mechanics or the lore, they're probably going to see what fans have done and what fans have thought of these things over the years, and not just like what we're saying right now, and especially what European players have said. So if they're going to make any radical changes, it's probably going to be based on that kind of community consensus, if you will. So if everybody liked something from back in the day, it's probably not going to change. And if everybody absolutely hated something, they're probably going to change it, or at least attempt to tweak it or re-explain it, if they make any changes at all, that is.
Pure speculation on my part, but do you think there's any chance at all that they would... Because, in Carmine tells this great story of them trying to change some of the rules originally when they realized they were going to be doing a reprint, and then someone come along and said, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But there's a couple of common complaints that people have, like roll to move, etc.
Which they address.
Right. So my question is, do you think there's a chance that with the arena, like you said, they might update some of the arena mechanics for PvP or however they choose to do, even if it's not PvP, but then that might also be rules that they're like, here, if you want something a bit more advanced, here are some rules that you could roll into the main game. You think there's a chance of that happening at all?
I think there's a very good chance, but
because that would seem weird to just create rules that, like, if they have like a new system for, if they kind of have some system, because you take the system for rolling dice, and it seems just like a really long slog, which is actually my least favorite type of fights in the normal game. But if you had new rules that tried to make it some sort of swirling combat sort of thing, then it's like, well, why would they only do that for the arena then? Why wouldn't they just...
Yeah.
Hold on. Why would they also try to roll that back into the main game?
Yeah, they could. I think I think a lot of those like playtesting rules, like they did for Into the Northlands with Frozen Horror, I mean, a lot of it was to me obviously because they didn't have enough time to implement that feedback that they were getting before it was already sent to the printers. But at the same time, I think they recognize there's a lot of players out there that seem to like have a psychological need for like official permission to change the rules. So whenever they do that, it's very calculated, I think, where they're saying, well, you could play it this way. Here's a suggestion, because you're going to get people to go, no, I'm going to play it the way the designers intended, and that's final. You know, even though you may have two people that have that same attitude who interpret what the designers are saying differently or get confused. And you always get people, and Amalgamash made fun of this brilliantly in one of his shorts, was you get people who don't like the way the rules are printed, and so they kind of like, rather than just saying, yeah, I don't like it, I'm going to change it, they act like, well, maybe it could mean this other thing, which it clearly doesn't mean. Like they're stretching it because they want to maybe sound like they're being true to the rules as written, but they want to play it differently. Like having the Warlock use the wizard spells or something. Like it's hard to derive that interpretation, but they still want to do it. Whereas I am just like, just say it's a homebrew. It's fine. Like you're allowed to do that. That's not betraying the game in any way by changing it. So even if they do implement some new mechanics this time, you can just discard it if you don't like it. You can change it to something else, and you're not being like not a true fan by doing that. And if it's more fun for you, so be it. You know, that's what they want you to do. So yes, they're laying out a framework. I don't think it's wrong for them to have optional rules. I think some people get weirded out by that. They think, well, no, it's just got to be one rule set, and if you change it, then it's a different rule set. But the Japanese version got away with that. It would say like, oh, and you can do this if you want to, or you don't have to. It's just like right there. Like, oh, that's a very polite way to present it. But that gives the GM or the session table group to decide, okay, do we want to play this more advanced version, or we want to play regular? And I know it's not the same company, but Games Workshop did that apparently with Advanced Hero Quest, or not Advanced, Warhammer Quest. Like you could play it two different ways. Like there's a more of an RPG kind of way to play it, or more of like a tabletop board game way to play it. From what I understand, I've never played that game. So I think it's perfectly possible that they did that, that they do that in the box or in like a digital format. I think it would be possibly well received, especially if they're looking for a way to kind of appease both sides, appease people who didn't like the original version and want it to be improved, and those who think it was fine the way it was and want that preserved. Like you're acknowledging both sides. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm being too diplomatic on that, or do you think they're going to decide to just say, here's these new rules, and if you want to use more of them, you can, but we're going to isolate it in this one area?
Yeah, I actually do think it's I do think it's far more likely that they would create something that you could, not just something that would only happen in the arena, but something you could take with you to the main game. And yes, like as in Carmine, they're totally in the spirit of homebrew, and they're just kind of creating like the kernel of something, and they kind of want players to run with a lot of it while still developing something good. And I'm down with that, but I can also kind of appreciate the perspective of like players who don't want to get too far away from the core, because it's kind of weird, right? Because sometimes like I've played some other games like Arkham Horror, the card game, where it's this finely oiled machine and it's very carefully balanced, and and if you deviate from it at all, it really does change the formula from the game. And then it's really weird. It's really weird to say like, okay, I'm willing to put so much time and energy and also money getting all these cards and learning all these rules. And I'm willing to walk with you this far, but then for this one rule that I consider minorly inconvenient, well then now I'm just not going to walk with you on that path anymore. So I can, like I said, again, I'm down with the homebrew. We homebrew a lot with me and my kids, but I can sort of appreciate both perspectives, and I think that there absolutely is an interest out there for creating more advanced combat rules that I think they could potentially appeal to they could bring in a wider audience by introducing more advanced combat rules.
Imagine if the arena was just kind of like the hideout. Again, purely speculation. You could just like, oh, there's this room where you could enter and you could challenge one of the other heroes. You know, he's copping an attitude. You know, give him a piece of the action. Like you could challenge him, and maybe the winner of the fight gets to take some of their gear back or something. Like, I don't know.
Oh crap, man, dude! Last Sunday,
competition.
my wife got the Borin's armor, and my son, who plays the barbarian, was very upset by this. And you know, my wife was diplomatic. He's like, "Look, I'll give you some gold, and then so that way you can be happy." And he was happy. But yeah, that would have been hilarious if they'd been like, "Listen, we'll settle this in the arena," you know, about who gets Borin's armor. It would have been funny.
The chaos want to happen.
Yes.
Well, yeah, like it wouldn't be like you murder the other guy and he's out of the game. It'd just be like a temporary, like, you know, like a magical arena kind of thing. Like the winner of the fight gets this special reward. But yeah, it could cause some tension between the players. And yet, that's what Stephen Baker was intending with at least the published version of the European game, was to say that he knows like little boys tend to be competitive, and so they're going to fight amongst themselves, making the game harder until they finally realize that they need to come together as a team. But then the North American version is just, it's that way from the beginning. So they had to make the game challenging in other ways, like building up the body points of the monsters and making the traps a little more unforgiving. Although they did give us the death saves, so I guess it all changes. But yeah, it's true, there is sort of a domino effect. Like if you change one rule, potentially you change the rest of the game. Like if you make one spell like way more powerful than it ever was before, or you nerf one weapon, it's going to change the way people play, theoretically. I guess the challenge that I face when I do my streams is I'm playing with people from all over the world, from all walks of life. A lot of people who have memories of how they played HeroQuest, and it's like I want to be able to honor their memories and experiences, even though they're coming to my game. So it's like they still have to respect the fact that I've changed the rules. I'm playing it slightly differently than how they played. Just like if I went over to their house and played the way they played in the 90s, there'd probably be a few rules that I'd be like, oh, I never played that way. But still, I kind of want to have enough of that nostalgia going that they feel welcome. Because at the same time, though, with Avalon Hill, how are they supposed to know how you homebrewed stuff? Like, they don't know unless you put it on the internet. And a lot of people upvoted it or something. So they're just going by that feedback and that record. Because we didn't have the internet in '89 to post all this stuff. I mean, there was Usenet, but that was for grown-ups. I want to say there was like Prodigy Online had a bulletin board service, and there was a couple people talking about HeroQuest. I kind of remember a few vague things. So that would have been maybe in like 93, 94, something like that. But yeah, all this time went by. And you had Old Scratch, and you had Dwayne Agan's Inn, and probably many other personal sites that no longer exist. But they could comb through all that data and then compare it to how people are talking right now. Because you got lots of brand new people coming in going, well, how do I play this game? What are the rules? And they're looking to people like us to tell them like the right way. Like, well, there is no right way. There's a basic framework that we're given, but you can totally change it if you want to. But as far as this goes, I mean, they might just be talking about the variable body points. They might just be talking about the player versus player stuff. Maybe that boilerplate, seemingly AI-generated text from those early pre-orders was true. Maybe they're going to give each of the ogres more different abilities. Maybe they're going to have skills or spells, kind of like those characters from Rise of the Dreadmoon. Maybe they'll be totally different from one another. Maybe there'll be more types of ogres than just the 4. Or maybe it's just they're just putting a fancy spin on things and it's going to turn out to be something else and we just don't know. I mean, Alan Bill is saying stay tuned here for future updates. So I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know. I just rely on other people to report, so keep reporting. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for the talk. I think if we're ready, you guys want to play some Mage of the Mirror?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
when we last left our heroes, just put my lens cap on here. Okay, so we had only the Barbarian and the Dwarf were in play. But I'll let you guys decide what heroes you want to take control of. We're pretty near the beginning of the quest.
I've typically taken the Barbarian, so I can just take him again, unless Bohemius really wants to take him, which that's totally fine.
Yeah, I didn't see who came in first.
No. You can have it.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll do.
All right.
Jace.
Jason's here.
We have some. Jacer? Is it? No. Probably he's busy.
Oh no, he's not. You got me excited for a second there. Jason's here. Not yet. So Papa Bear and Bohemius are here. So Papa Bear,
Let's check it.
you are going to be which hero?
Barbarian.
Barbarian. Okay. And then Bohemius, who do you want?
Oh well. I can use the dwarf while waiting for Jace. Then I'm going to change, or I think directly another one. Well, which one? Which one was active at the beginning of the campaign? I don't remember. Was the bard, the elf? Okay, yes, the elf. I'm missing Glasgow too. I can
Yeah.
pick the elf.
Okay. So
Jace,
I know
bring back.
we removed the door, which was in the original quest, but we can restore the door since they didn't really have a mechanic for bringing heroes back in the middle of the campaign. So the elf would start at the doorway. Now, as you can see at the top, there is a stone block to the north. There are 2 pit traps already sprung here, which caused a lot of damage. There's a stone wall, an open door. This room has been explored. Of course, new heroes can always research rooms. There's a weapons rack there. Secret door. A room with a table. Another room. And then we entered this vast hallway, which has a stone wall at the edge here. And a double stone block. And then there was a giant wolf that was being engaged in combat. There was a spear trap that the barbarian ran into. This giant wolf has taken 1 damage so far. But that's where we're at. And I think if you guys want, we can go over the equipment that each character has, if you're ready.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Papa Bear the Barbarian. You have 6 body points left out of 10. Let's get those body points back up here. I know these don't match up correctly, so I'm going to adjust them. Okay, 6 out of 10, and then you have... Here are your weapons and equipment. You have a whip, which is 1 attack die, and it can strike diagonally. You can also use it to whip over pit traps. You have a great sword, which will attack with 3 black dice and 1 white die. And is also able to attack diagonally. It's considered a 2-handed weapon, like the battle axe. You have a helmet, Elven Chainmail, which does not slow down your movement, and is 2 defend dice. You have the Cold Iron Plate, which you're not wearing, which is just like regular plate mail, except it prevents theft from ice gremlins, which you haven't run into any of those in this campaign yet. You have a toolkit as well. That's once again the 50% chance of disarming discovered trap. And then for a skill card, you have Heroic Sacrifice. It's a single use. All right. Are you caught up? I've got more to tell you.
Yeah. So whenever I, yeah, actually, let's finish and then I'll ask some questions.
Sure. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh yeah, let me get the Discord screen up here. We always have to do this. Get everybody synchronized. We'll be rolling our dice using MentorBot, created by Ribby. Okay, so the Barbarian has 365 gold coins. He has the Amulet of the North. That's how his body points are maxed out at 10 and his mind points at 3, because he's wearing that artifact. He has the Armband of Ice, which protects him from most ice damage. He has a healing 1d6 potion. Magic resistance against all spell damage. Or all spell effects, I should say. All spell effects. Potion of fire resistance. Antidote. And then he has magic resistance only against damage causing spells.
So that last thing, was that a potion or is that just a
Oh yeah,
passive?
These are all potions. So magic
Oh,
resistance.
okay.
So like one time, let's say a monster throws ball of flame at him, he can just
Right.
cross that out and say it didn't do any damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Someone launches Tempest at him, he could use the other one that says all spell effects. It didn't affect him, and then
Okay.
cross it off. Fire resistance would only be for fire, so firestorm hits him or whatever. Antidote would be for poison.
Okay. Just a few questions then. So with my great sword, I would be swinging what, 3 black dice, 2 white dice, or
Well, it's 4 total dice, so 3 black, 1 white.
okay. Okay.
Now, if he gets bonus dice from some other source, you would just add white dice to that, like if it was courage.
Yeah. And my total defense right now is let's
5.
5. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, because the Elven Chainmail is just as strong as the Cold Iron Plate. You can only wear one at a time, but the Elven Chainmail doesn't slow you down, whereas the
Okay.
Cold Iron Plate does to 1.
No point in putting it on then. Okay. Did you?
And he has Holy Water. Did I say that? He has a vial of Holy
No.
Water? Okay, yeah.
And that harms undead, right?
Yep. It'll kill an undead monster, or you can use it to restore 1 mind point to yourself or to another hero, and it takes an action to use it, either way.
Okay. I think I'm caught up then. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, and what do we want to do for turn order? I know I have the Barbarian listed first, but he doesn't have to be the first one.
Doesn't matter to me.
Do we want the Elf to go first?
Let's ask Jace. Jace.
Jace.
Jace are easier, by the way. You're right. Jace, you're muted.
Jace, if you can hear us, welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Before we get started, did you have any comments about Against the Ogre Horde revelations that we've been hearing? Predictions?
Not me. I've kind of been at work, so I haven't been able to really follow along too much.
Oh, okay.
I'm punching out in 15 minutes, so I just happened to
You're
jump on early because, like I said, it's 4 o'clock here, so it's 3 o'clock, which I think is your start time.
Yeah. So are you driving at the moment?
No, I still got to wait 15 minutes to punch out. I'm sitting in the parking lot at work.
All right. Well, there's your box cover right there. It is Against the Ogre Horde. It is coming out in March. It is the bigger box. There are going to be 3 new quests inside. There's something about an arena. We don't quite know what all of that entails, but there's plenty of speculation to go around about it, which I'm sure you can get caught up on when you return. But Avalon Bill calls
Probably.
it a new way
For the
to
most
play.
part, I mean, I had I was just calling for like an actual plastic, like ogre throne,
Yeah.
maybe like some type of furniture carved out of rock. It doesn't have to be anything like extravagant, but maybe a couple things. And I was thinking like the 4 like doors, plastic, molded doors, because I did the 4 portcullis,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I think those are
I
safe bets.
think that like dice that are like look like rocks would be cool too.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. But
Bones would be cool too, but either one I think works for ogres. I could see them casting skulls and gambling that way.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, maybe some little extra decorations. Yeah, we don't know anything about the contents of the box. They haven't shown us the back yet. But
yeah, so like that was my predictions on like what they could do, and I was thinking like spell cards, and then having like the 5 tokens for each one of those spells or whatever. So you can kind of divvy them out with just like maybe the name, and then you just reference the card rather than having like 5 cards or doing 5 tokens each. But I guess it doesn't matter because it looked like a bigger box. Looks like a bigger box.
hmm yeah, in comparison, it appears to be just like the other $45 expansions. So they definitely have plenty of room. I mean, it would have been very difficult, I think, to cram the large tile that was in the original into one of those smaller boxes. Like there'd be no room to spare if they did that. But that also implies now that they've got some extra space so they can fill it out with some bonus things. So yeah, all those things are possible. We don't know yet.
Is that a dwarf on the cover? Or on the box?
No.
Oh, all right.
Some people were saying those images in the back of the video of the presenters had something to do with it, but it turns out no, that's just art for the show. That's not. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
dwarf named Grog. It's just sheer coincidence. Has nothing to do with the Ogre Horde, nothing to do with HeroQuest at all.
Okay.
Yeah. But initially it was just kind of like, oh, is that some clue that we're supposed to be looking at? But we don't know. I mean, they haven't said. I mean, the original version didn't have any extra heroes in the box, but would they throw the druid in here, or would they throw a version of the monk in here? Would it be something else, or just not? I mean, who knows? Is there a?
Well, I was hoping for druid and like the bear form.
Yeah, I think everybody's hoping for that, but will it be in this box or some other box? And nothing about Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. That seems like that was just a swerve to get us talking about that again and not focused on this. So yeah, kind of looks like a gladiator and maybe like a chieftain, or maybe this is the king or the lord or the chieftain. But some of these designs...
Gladiator would be a nice hero.
Yeah.
I've asked for gladiator or skirmisher or something like that.
Or somebody with wild ferrets or a donkey cart.
Yeah, I did ask about the ferrets. I'd like that, and I'd like the eagle.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely the black tiger.
Yep, all those would be great. And a blind swordsman or stick fighter. Okay, so the elf will be controlled by Bohemius. Oh, Jacer, so now that you're here, which hero would you want?
The dwarf, please.
Okay, so should we work it out amongst yourselves? Are you guys cool with just each controlling one hero for now? Or how do you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay, so remind me who has what now?
I got the elf, Bohemius.
Okay.
I need to know the
Okay, Papa Bear's Barbarian and Jacer is the dwarf. Okay, yes. So for the elf, he has his 8 body and 5 mind. And the reason for that is he has the Elven Bracers artifact. And he's wearing Elven Chainmail. He has the Rallying Horn, which he has not used yet. He has a helmet, a shield, which he has equipped. I mean, you can change that if he wants to. Crossbow, longsword, a warhammer, 2-handed weapon, which is not equipped, a toolkit. Okay, so far so good.
Yep.
And you'll get to choose your spells. Previously, he had Earth and 1 Elf spell, which I think in the past was Hypnotic Blaze was a popular choice for Glasgow.
One elf spell and there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Hypnotic Blaze.
Okay. You want Hypnotic Blaze again?
Yeah.
There.
Is that good?
It's pretty powerful. Yep, it's pretty good. Okay, so Earth plus Hypnotic Blaze. Okay, so his defense would be 6 at this time, and his attack would be 3. Okay, for his treasures, he has 360 gold coins, Potion of Fire Resistance, Potion of Vision, Healing 1d6, he has 2 of those, Wolfsbane Potion, he has the smaller Restoration Potion, that's the 1 body, 1 mind, Dexterity, he has the Magic Resistance against damage, 2 of those, Antidote, Superior Restoration, and he also has the Elven Cloak of Passage, which has 1 use left on it. All right. Any questions?
No, fine.
Excellent. Okay.
Sorry, just to recap, we're trying to find the solution that we need to get the princess out of prison. Have I got that correct?
Yes. You're looking
Okay.
for something called Moon Silver,
Okay.
or
you.
Lunarium, as it's also known. And it's going to be somewhere in this alchemist's laboratory. So there's the evil high alchemist. And, oh yeah, at this time, the dwarf is carrying the prospector. And what I've said is he's basically carrying him around as if he's just an object. But if you want to, at any time, you can let him go free, and just he can move up to 3 squares per turn. But you can always pick him back up again. I guess he's a smaller guy, even though he's supposed to be human in the original.
What is his function? Is he just like a scout for the party that can't be attacked, or what?
Yeah, if I'm gonna say if he gets attacked, he's gonna flee back to the heroes.
Okay.
Yeah. Presumably, you're using him to try to identify this Moon Silver. He's the only one that really knows what it looks like, and you got to bring it back. Now you start at the steel door, but there's also a wooden door that'll be your exit.
Oh, cool.
All right, let me get the body points back up on the screen here. So the dwarf. Oh yeah, Jacer, do I need to go through the dwarf? He should be at 4 body points. He might have gotten on the road. Okay, well, if you guys want to get started, we certainly can. And then we can fill him in as he gets here. Anybody want to take temporary control? Oh, Wardicon, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, the choose your own adventure options from last night. I need to change that. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, we had a kind of an impromptu choose your own adventure thing. That was a lot of fun. Game book reading. So I just need to toggle those off and put the regular options up for the rewards in Twitch chat. Just give me a moment to do that here. So I don't know if you have to refresh your chat for them to reappear. But all of you in the Twitch chat, maybe try refreshing if that doesn't work. If you don't see the new rewards, like momentarily here. Any questions about anything?
Very last thing, EL is coming inside the picture with cards, the special abilities, or not?
No, I just give those to the dwarf and the barbarian at the start.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, unless of course people in the chat buy them for you. Yeah, and we definitely have room for heroes, so if other people decide to join later, we can always add new characters. But yeah, right now the barbarian has heroic sacrifice, and the dwarf has keen hearing. So those are the only two that are. His name is John C. There, Ribby. Okay, thanks, Wardicon. Thanks, Ribby. So it's working now. Great.
It was an epic fight last week, so we used everything.
Yeah, we definitely did. Okay. Yeah, I have added new things to these quests, but I'm primarily looking at the draft notes for those. So if you see something, it may have been from 1992 that was new. Okay. All right, great. Everything is well. Okay, yeah, and if you join in the chat, please announce yourself, just so I know that you're there. Welcome to all our heroes. Okay, all right, Bohemius. I think you're up first as the elf. No monsters on the board, or one monster on the board, so you are going to be rolling. Six.
Let's use this potion of dexterity to jump speed.
Ah, sounds good.
Come on.
All right, so you're gonna go straight across?
Yeah.
Okay, you jump over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It lets you jump 1 pit.
And there are two different.
Yeah, there's 2 ones. So let me just check your potions again. Yeah, and it only lets you use 1 dexterity, even if you had more than 1. So I guess the way I would handle this, okay, before you do it, you can jump 1 for free, and the other one you would have to roll to see if you jump it.
Sure, it's fine.
Okay, so this is free. So he's hovering in midair, waiting. Skull means he fell.
If I want to jump both, I have to roll just 1.
Well,
okay.
I mean, you could do it that way. A double jump would be roll a white shield. But dexterity would just be
Oh,
like
no, it's
for
fine.
free, and then you'd roll again. I guess it would give you one extra. Oh, so you fell into the second one.
I'll in the second one. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so dexterity's crossed off, and you lose 1 body point. First hit, down to 7. But at least you got over the first one. You're a little bit further along. Okay, unfortunately that does end your turn. Ribby. Okay, next in the list, the Barbarian. You are down here in this lower corridor with the red. And you've got a giant wolf there who has 5 body points left.
4, right?
Oh, no, you're right. 5. Yeah, I was thinking of the attack dice. Yeah, he's 5 body points total, so he's down to 4.
Okay.
6
Cool.
attack dice, 3 defend dice.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess he must be dealt with, so I will charge forward and attack him.
Alright, roll for movement.
Oh, jeez, I forgot that people still play this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Been playing with.
Did you hear?
Been playing with my.
Only the cool kids play this way. Okay, so here's how I handle it. Okay, when there's no monsters on the board, just as Avalon Hill suggested, you can do your full movement. I am actually more generous than they are, because they were saying 4 dice or 4 squares per die that you normally roll. Where I'm saying you can do the whole thing, so you could move 12 squares. Since there's monsters, you just do your normal rolls. Once the monsters are gone, you can do full movement again if you like.
Yeah, that's actually how I play with my kids. So,
Oh, okay, cool. And if a monster appears like as you're moving, you'd roll the dice and then subtract what you've moved already.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then I rolled an 8. So yeah, we'll stomp right on up there.
All right, you landed on a spear trap.
New.
Okay, roll a combat die to see if it hits you.
Okay. No.
All right, it hit you. Ended your turn.
Well. All right. So
Brave.
I'm down to 5 body points then.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, did I tell you about the jumping square rule? I should probably refresh you on some of the other homebrew rules. So, as the original draft notes suggest, I don't just let you jump over traps you've detected. If you thought maybe these were traps, you could just tell me, hey, I'm jumping this square, and I'm jumping this square, or I'm jumping all 3 squares, and you could roll for each one, even if there's nothing there. And I would only have to tell you if you failed and landed on it, and I'd just say, oh yeah, it was a safe square, or oh yeah, it actually was a falling block trap or a swinging axe trap.
Yeah, last week I jumped and fell exactly into a spear, so
Yeah.
I didn't know they had more.
And the other thing that was introduced, Catherine Connors for the original version, was you could do a double jump, where you jump 2 squares in a row in a single bound, but you've got to roll a white shield for success. If you fail, then you just land on the first square and take the consequences. So yes, in theory, you could be jumping everywhere. But if you've searched for traps previously, you know where to go. It's just that if there's a monster here, you can't search. So you get it. A lot of people don't use it. A lot of people forget about it, but I allow it if you are so inclined. Okay, so after the Barbarian, do we have Jacer with us? You can only double jump if you have the rocket boots. Yes, Ribby, that's Unreal Tournament logic right there. Great game. Unreal Tournament 2004 is pretty awesome as well. Unreal Tournament 3, I guess the only reason I like it is because it's still online, whereas the other games have been taken off, sadly. It's not bad. Okay, does someone want to temporarily take control of the dwarf until Jacer returns?
Yeah, I'm just pulling in my driveway.
Okay. Somewhere there's an animated GIF of a car like doing donuts with like smoke rising up from the Skid marks. Give me just 1 second here. I'll just be right back. Okay, how we doing? So in the meantime, welcome to Mark 8BL82W, Major Asnable, Steve RS2000, hey, welcome, and Mordecon, Ribby, Alberg, of course, Papa Bear 1988, Bohemius, Jacer. Yeah, I'm sure you've all seen it, but in case anybody missed it, I eagerly await Elviler's take on it. Elviler was one of the ones I forgot to mention. So against the Ogre Horde, the big reveal from Luca. It's probably all over the internet by now. Not just Twitter and Twitch. Pretty much confirming what we knew, but it's nice to have official confirmation of at least some of the stuff. And then lots of speculation to be had beyond that. Jacer?
Yes.
Ah, he's here. All right. Well, once you get situated there, just let us know here. We'll slot you in. Oops.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. So you know all the stuff the dwarf has from last time?
I believe so.
Okay.
Uh,
Tower shield equipped.
yep.
4-body
Tower
point.
shield. The chain, the elven chain, and the helmet.
Yep. Buckler is not being used. You've got a longsword. Battle axe not being used. 315 gold. Magic resistance against all 2 copies of that. Healing +4. Speed. Healing 1d6. Potion of charm. Fire resistance. Potion of battle. Keen hearing as your 1 skill. So 5 defense and then. Or wait a minute. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 defense. No, 7 defense because you've got
7 right now.
7. Yeah, the elven chainmail's being worn. Okay. All right. Well, you're right here, down in the lower corridor, and we've got this damaged giant wolf, and the barbarian discovered that there was another spear trap that he landed on. So, if you want to roll for your movement, see what you got. Ogre King. Alright, so we're up to Jacer with the dwarf. We've still got room for heroes, so if anybody is hearing me live on Twitch, hop on to the Discord. voice channel Quest Talk if you'd like to join the action. Three.
I guess I'll head towards the Barbarian.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 with the Prospector in tow.
Let me try an uncommon feat to shoot at the wolf.
Okay. You're going to risk hitting the Barbarian, but you're going to shoot with the crossbow. Ah, bonus threat card for Zargon. Thank you, Ribby. Alright, roll your 1 combat die there. Nope, failed.
Nope.
Alright,
Failed.
roll your 3 attack dice to see if you hit him.
Not too good.
Here's where you don't want to be a good marksman.
All right, one.
1 skull. Okay, Barbarian, you're going to have
Alright.
to roll defense.
Okay.
Friendly fire.
Need to lay off the Bugman's Brew there, dwarf.
Again,
Hey, my skills are keen hearing, not keen eyesight.
again, this is another Unreal Tournament reference. I'm on your team, you idiot. Friendly fire.
Well, I got the 1 shield I needed, so there you go.
Ching. Phew. The wolf looks kind of cocks its head to the side in confusion.
Or
All right. Looks like it's Zargon's turn. Oh, we're getting more cash-ins. Thanks, guys. Headshot. Yes, I remember that. Classic line. That announcer was so iconic. Okay, so we got a bonus threat card for Zargon. I got to draw that. And mercenary for hero for the elf. Oh, nice. Okay. Thanks, Wardicon. All right, so the elf gets a mercenary. What kind of mercenary would you like?
Swordsman? How is it called? Is it called a swordsman, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Tank.
All right, let me grab one of those figures for you here. Okay, he'll be the green, so we're using Ribby's remarkable rims.
I was actually going to comment on the rims just now. I like it. Makes it easier for me to see. So, well done.
Okay, there's the swordsman. And a chaos card for Zargon.
What do you call it? You know that he's going to die. This person in the 2 pit traps.
Unless you had, a whip or a potion of dexterity or airwalk to hand to him, I suppose.
Yeah, I have to save him.
Past the rock.
In some way.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, and if anybody needs a check on what their equipment is, just let me know. Just ask. Happy to tell you. Rims 2.0 soon. Yes, Ribby is working on the bendy rims. It's looking more interesting. Okay. All right. So fine. I'll let the elf move his mercenary before I take my turn.
No, don't worry. You can have your turn. I'll wait there.
He only moves 5 squares anyway.
Yeah. I will not move.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright, the giant wolf moves forward, and I'm not going to do a double movement this time with him. Unless... Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And he attacks the barbarian.
Give me your best shot, boy.
Arf.
Three skulls. All right.
Yes.
Okay, and I lose 2 more body points.
2 hits.
All right, down to 3.
Is that your best? For the barbarian. Okay, that's monster's turn. Combat dice color change. Uh-oh. Ribby is making use of the powers. Okay, so the next roll of a combat die is going to be blue. That will just be whatever white dice you'd normally roll.
How does the blue change the
values?
Yeah,
so it has 1 less white dot or 1 less white shield and 1 more black shield.
Okay. So if you're attacking it, doesn't even matter then.
Correct.
Okay. Are we maintaining our turn order, or can we go in any order?
We're maintaining the turn order.
Okay.
Yeah. So the elf goes first now.
The blue is good for defense. So it's good for jumping pits.
Monster defense.
Monster defense. Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be slight disadvantage for hero defense. I think that's right. I can always check my physical dice that I have.
Well, I'm searching for Fraser.
Okay, so we got a black shield there and a black shield there. We've got 1, 2, 3 skulls. A white shield. Wait, another skull? No, just 3 skulls. So 3 skulls, 1 white shield, 2 black shields.
Okay, I'm going to search for Tracer.
Okay. Inside the pit, you draw a card. And I did shuffle these. Because I'm using the same deck, like back and forth between the 2 campaigns, so I just have to pull out the reagents. So gold. You search and find small amounts of gold hidden in several places, but lose track of time. Roll 1 die and multiply the results by 10 to see how many coins you find. Miss your next turn. This is a popular one. One. Okay, so you get 10 gold. But it just takes you a long time to find it. Should be at 370 then. And miss a turn. Somebody cashed in. Chaos Warrior. Nice. Okay, and you have a mercenary and a mummy.
Mercenary will stay here and wait for me to get out.
You said you're gonna wait until he gets out?
Yeah, just defending me.
Okay.
Doing the mercenary job.
Yes. Alright, barbarian.
Sorry, I was on mute. I was asking a question. I was on mute. So,
Oh,
one of my white turns to blue as I attack.
yeah. So 3 black, 1 blue.
3 skulls.
Nice. Okay. So now we're back to normal colored dice for everybody. So I only defend with 3. Ching, 2 hits.
Nice.
So he's got 2 left. I'm getting a little bit of distortion from your microphone there, Papa Bear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and I'm actually going to run behind the dwarf. Sorry, real quick. The trap that I stepped on, it's sprung. It's not going to you don't have any rules for reactivating that crap, right?
No, the spear trap, once it strikes, it's gone.
Okay.
Unlike some
In
other
that case-
traps.
All right. I'm going to. No. Sorry, wrong thing. I'm gonna retreat to 2 spaces behind the dwarf. All right, and that's it for my turn.
Okay, out of a roll of 9. Good. Ah, excellent. Another cash in. Thanks, Wardicon. Get ready for my turn. Someone's rocking some massive feedback. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of like in the background.
Is it still there right now?
Yeah, just a tad. Like after you speak, it just kind of goes for a second.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's
not-
just time for me to get a new mic.
Yeah, I mean it's not super loud or anything, but it definitely is noticeable. It's kind of like an Atari 2600 sound effect, like the explosion sound effect. Someone playing Atari in the background. Good system, by the way. Classic. Even though the graphics, you had to use your imagination a lot. Alright, okay. So after the barbarian is the mighty dwarf.
Three skulls. I got a good shot that time.
Alright. They only get 3 defend dice. Ching, 2 hits. And he got him.
Nice.
Good, good.
Sure, some kind of like altered beast death sound.
That's all the monsters?
Yep, no more monsters on the board. Except
Uh,
for the recent cash-ins, but I reserve the right to bring those in when and where I choose. So for now, no monsters. So elf misses.
Move to the
Oh.
boot tile then.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the prospector in tow. The toe of the boot. You tuck him into the boot, leave him there for safety. Just kidding. Okay. Now, this is the turn that the elf misses. And his mercenary, will he do anything?
No, I keep waiting.
Right. Barbarian.
Or can you hear me?
Yes. What did you say?
Okay, sorry. I'll take my full movement up the corridor.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Okay, you landed on a spear trap.
No.
Roll your combat die. Ribby says, sounds like the mic is pooping out. Yeah, like there is feedback on the actual wire.
Yeah, it's an old mic. It's probably just time for me to get join the mass and buy a Yeti or something.
Yep. Give you a big old hug. Okay, so the spear trap flew past you and it didn't do any damage. You keep on moving. So,
Yes.
how many squares was that? I lost track.
I think we were on 8.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, that's right. 9. Okay, you landed on another spear trap. Roll your die.
I should really.
Typical barbarian behavior. Okay. Oh, this one hit you and stopped your turn.
All right. 2 body points. Say thank you, dwarf, that I'm saving you from all these traps with my body.
If you search for him, I could disarm him.
Yeah, what was I thinking? You're right. Jeez Louise, I should have searched first.
Or at least when you landed on the first one and got away with it.
Fair point. Fair point.
I guess I'll search for traps.
All right. The dwarf searches for traps. He detects a large amount of broken spears lying around. Some of them are dripping blood on the spearheads. But at this point, it looks like there are no more traps in the corridor. Looks like he got them all.
Who needs a toolkit when you have a nice muscular chest like mine?
I guess I'll move
Much
6
to the
spaces to the left.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prospector in tow. All right. At the corner. Let's see if you can see anything. And now, as I explained, the way I handle it is you just see those few squares. I don't reveal the entire corridor just because you came adjacent to it. I know some people play it that way. All right, just got a monster upgrade and a threat card. Thank you. All right, I'm playing this card immediately. Map. One of the heroes may pick an unexplored room. The contents of the room must be revealed without opening the door. You find a map with details of the dungeon. Okay, so I'm not sure which hero it should be, but since it's the dwarf's turn, I guess we could say it's him. So what do you
It's the
say?
center room. Center room.
Jacer? Oh, and a threat
Yeah, I'm
card.
good with the center room.
All right. So we're going to reveal the center room without opening the door. All right. Ads being played, but you can still see what I'm doing. Thanks to the magic of Discord and the replay. Okay, a number of things are revealed. There is an alchemist bench. And a cupboard. And a sorcerer's table. And of course, the closed door here. And let's see what else you see. This may take a minute. Alright, Chaos Warrior here. Chaos Warrior here. Chaos Warrior here. Chaos Warrior here. And a Chaos Warlock right here. Appears to be some type of laboratory. And that's what you see.
All right, looks good.
Alright, so that was the dungeon map. Alright, so cashed in all that stuff. Upgrade. Oh, I can use the upgrade now if I want to. Alright, let's say that that first Chaos Warrior is an elite. Okay. So there's monsters on the board. Now I can't really... I mean, I could try to break down the door with a villainous feat, but I'm gonna just leave it as is for now. So it's the elf's turn. He's gonna use Pastor Rock and just charge into the room, swinging, right?
Sure. Now, I'm going to move 2 squares to the left. Actually, let me make me. I can need to roll.
Yeah. I mean, if you're only gonna move 2 squares, you don't need to roll, but
Yeah, but I want to move more, at least to the door. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Put me in front of the door, please. And I'm going to cast Pastor Rock, the guard, to the mercenary.
okay. So Pastor Rock on the mercenary.
Mercenary is going to go 1 square north.
Oh, I think I know what you have planned, but are you thinking like going
Ooh.
around?
2 square left.
All right.
Yeah, right to go around there.
I do have to let you know that you are inside a room. And let me just reveal that room that you see as you are passing through. Let's see, there's a fireplace actually right here. So I guess it could be a stone fireplace. See, there's a closed door right here. Table here. And there's a couple of ogres right there. Okay, so you've moved 2 squares.
Can I pass through the fireplace?
Yes.
You pass through rock? Okay.
Yes.
So, 2 left and 1 south.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll 1 combat die to see if the fire is kindled. If it's the skull, then there was a fire going. Bonus treasure search. Okay, you lucked out. It's cold. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you made it through. Okay, so there's a bonus treasure search, I guess, for whoever wants it. Thanks, Ribby. And actually, I want to say there's some other bonus treasure searches left over from last time as well. Looks like 3 total. So 3 safe searches could be done by heroes.
I'll pass the turn. The barbarian.
All right.
Okay, so I will. All right. I will move to the bottom left corner. So I'll move like 2 spaces in front of the dwarf. How about that?
All right. You're able to see the corridor now.
Okay. I will search for traps.
Okay. There's a stone wall here.
Is there less feedback on my mic now, by the way?
Actually, yes. Yeah, I don't hear
Oh,
the
good.
Atari explosions anymore.
Oh, good.
Thank you for the nostalgia, though. I know. I for one, am certainly not one who can talk about sound issues. I have them quite frequently. So I've gone through I don't know how many headsets since I started this whole thing. All right, let me just make it a little bit easier to see here. Okay, so you're searching for traps. I do have to reveal a few more things. All right, you detect that the floor looks weak in these 2 squares.
Okay. Should I use an uncommon feat to toss the dwarf over?
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what I was fishing for.
Or maybe you've got to toss him. Just don't tell the elf. I'm going to say no. That's maybe even beyond the barbarian's powers at this moment.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
All right. I'm gonna put the power shield away.
All right.
All right. I got a 3, so I'll move 3, and then I'll disarm the first trap.
Okay. All right, let me double check something here. Okay. Sorry, did you already roll your die?
Well, I rolled the 3 for movement. But after I move to 3, I want to set the prospector down.
Okay.
And let me roll the disarm.
Ribby says the
White
sound's much
shield.
better. Okay. Successfully disarmed it. It was a pit trap.
And I guess the prospector, have him just move 1 space towards the dwarf.
All right, he trips and falls, landing on his pickaxe, killing him instantly. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm evil.
Can't handle
What do you
walking.
expect?
Not like I gave him bubble gum.
He should the effects of the grog that he was pounding down like there was no tomorrow at the tavern should have worn off by now. But he is a small guy, so you never know. All right. Sorry, just having a little bit of fun there. Okay. All right. After the dwarf's turn, I got a whole bunch of monsters, but so far they are trapped. Okay. Hero's turn.
The prospector drank a lot last session, so it could be explosive. Trip and fall and explode. uh, yes, I'm rolling for the movement.
Okay. Get Carl Casey going again.
I think I'm going toward my friends following the path. I think we searched for all these rooms for traps, so it could be fine.
All right.
You can stop in a room and use one of the bonus searches.
You want me to use the searches?
Yeah,
One. I can do
yeah,
normal
you
searches.
might as well. Whatever room you
Yeah,
feels
but
lucky.
I want to reach you fast as possible anyway. 1, 2, 3. I can stop at least in one room. Yes, and do that. 3, 4, 5. Yes, let's move in the third room. Yeah,
Like that.
do search. Say search first.
Yes. All right. Bonus search. Potion of healing. Enveloped in a bundle of rags, find a small bottle of liquid. Recognize it as a healing potion. You may drink the potion at any time. It'll restore up to 4 lost body points.
Then a normal search.
Normal search. Okay, this one's not protected. Poison! A hidden vial explodes, spraying you with toxic venom. Roll 1 combat die. Skull means you lose 1 mind point. Okay, you're safe. His luxurious locks of hair were in the way, and so the toxic venom went on them, ruined his perm, but his mind is fine. He was able to get over it. He just thought, vanity. Tossed his head, he's fine. Okay.
Move the mercenary in the check of the room.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
All right. Barbarian.
All right. Unfortunately, since the dwarf is right there, can I still try to take a normal jump over that pit?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because if you try to disarm, it would be a 50% chance of success.
Yeah. So let's try to jump over that there pit. So
Make sure you got enough movement first.
yeah. So how much movement? That you say I get the full 12?
Well, there are technically monsters on the board, even though I can't.
But they're not activated, right?
No, they're activated. They're you
The,
know.
the scout walked into the one room when he was under the Pastor Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and these two.
Oh, those monsters. I thought you were talking about in the center. Those monsters.
They're playing cards. They're sipping grog. They're hanging out, making plans, smoking
All right.
cigars.
Let me roll 3. Well, I'm not making it to the pits, so just move me up 3 then. And I guess there's no point in searching the corridor for gold, or right?
You could throw the prospector as a projectile into the trap.
You could do the you could search for secret doors.
Okay, I'll search for secret doors.
Teamwork.
Jacer's keeping me straight here.
All right, no secret doors detected. Well, at least now you know.
Oh man.
Okay. Dwarf. One skull. What were you attempting there?
To disarm the next trap.
Oh, okay. All right. So a black shield would have been a failure, so you disabled it. It's pit trap. And actually, this was my interpretation, but this was a long pit that takes up 2 squares. So I was just going to say if you disabled one, it's like the other half is just like a regular pit trap. So it would have had special rules, but you disabled it. So all good.
I guess I will move. You know what? I'll re-equip my tower shield and just move 1 instead of the 6 that I rolled.
Okay. So tower shield is back. You're just going to move 1 square
Yep.
forward.
Just in case somebody's diagonal lurking.
Let's see if you can see around the corner. And in fact, as it turns out, you see a couple of Chaos Warriors. I'm going to say you can see both of them, even though some would say you can only see one.
All right, I'm gonna leave the prospector where he's at.
Okay.
We definitely got monsters to move now.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Just checking the notes here. Okay. All right. All right, so the Chaos Warrior moves into position to attack the dwarf. Oh, and I should roll to see if he's an elite. I'll roll to see if they're both. Okay, they're normal. Okay, so he attacks with 4, 1 skull. Dwarf. Oh, see, it was reversed. It's like I should have gotten the black shields, you should have gotten the white shields. Okay, but you did deflect it. Ching!
Yep, I got 2.
Let's see. Do you have a diagonal? Yes, you do. So I probably should leave that monster where he's at. Okay. And also, back near the beginning of the quest, I'm going to activate some monsters here that were purchased for me by our wonderful chatters. All right, so a mummy crawls out of one of the pits. And also a Chaos Warrior pops out of the other one. But they're not moving yet. All right, heroes. Elf.
So
You could always do another safe search before you move out of that room.
Yes, I can do that. I'll do safe search.
All right, bonus treasure search for the elf. Potion of defense. Anything else?
Mm,
There's one more bonus search left.
I'm going. I'm not going to move. I'm going to move the mercenary. 5 square. 4 down, 1 left.
I'm sorry, how many squares?
4. I would not move with the elf.
Oh.
Just wait. So I'm going to move the mercenary. 4 square down, 1 square left.
Okay. All right. Since he doesn't get any kind of special search abilities, we pass to the barbarian.
Okay. Now, since the dwarf's in the way, I can't stand in the dwarf spot and attack, right?
Correct.
Okay. I will roll and move right up. Yeah, I'll stand right behind the dwarf then.
I mean, you could pass him one of your protein bars or something.
Let's see. What do I have? I guess I don't feel like I have anything except healing, and I'm probably going to need that healing before too long.
Yeah, no, I'm
don't
still
think magic-
into a monster.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think you have
good
anything
point.
that would help him.
No, Jacer's right. I always forget about that rule. You're adjacent to a monster, you're not supposed to be able to pass. Okay, so 7.
Yes.
All right, so you want to go up next to him, or?
Yeah. And that's it.
All right. Very well.
All right, I'm gonna equip my battle axe and attack.
Okay. Switch into the battle axe. So that means you're dropping the tower shield.
Yep. So that's 3 white and 1 black.
Yes. Through champion status.
Three skulls.
Okay, cast word defense. Oh, you one-shotted him. Ugh. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Well done, elf or dwarf.
All right. Watch your tongue. Move 2 spaces down.
I was gonna say only on his mother's side. Okay.
And then I guess you can move the prospector 2 spaces to the dwarf.
1 space?
No, 2.
It's gonna ride on your
Yeah,
shoulders,
yeah.
Yoda style.
Yeah, that's why you can see above the barbarian and tell me what's going on. Give me the play-by-play. And that's it for me.
I picture he's one of those stereotypical prospectors from like the old westerns. He's got like 2 teeth. Got like an old pair of glasses. Long gray beard. All right. Monster's turn.
Yeah, that's it for the dwarf and the prospector.
All right. Chaos Warrior rounds the bend. 1, 2, 3. Attacks. Four skulls, barbarian.
Oof. Let's see what I can. This might be it for the barbarian. Okay.
1 hit.
All right. Not bad. Got 1 body point left.
Say he's having a tough time this session.
Yes, he is.
What's the wrestling move?
Oh yes, the wrestling.
Oh crap.
I can either draw a card, or you can give me your favorite.
Just an attack. Give me the classic atomic leg drop.
You kick him over with your foot, and you right across his throat.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. That's 1 damage. You think you hear the crowd going wild, but it's just the prospector yelling in your ear. You get him!
Told you he was gonna give me the play-by-play.
No. That move should be illegal.
This is the most illegal move in wrestling.
Somebody stop this. Alright. So we just had to cash in, redeem the skill card for the hero. For anyone. Let's shuffle these up. Heroic Charge. So 2 extra combat dice, and your opponent defends with 1 less. So who gets it?
I think the barbarian should get it.
Yeah, sounds like a good
For the
anti.
wrestling move he just did, he just got inspired to charge.
I wanna save it. It sounds like a good anti-ogre card for later.
All right. So heroic charge to add to heroic sacrifice. Okay. I'm also going to say that once again, this steel door disappears. That doesn't mean we can't introduce new heroes if new people show up, but for now, the escape is gone. Okay, so we did our Chaos Warrior.
Yeah,
we
you
got
still got the mummy and the other one.
yeah, other monsters. Just double check. Thanks, Vorticon. Okay.
I just lagged exactly the moment when you said the door disappear. I didn't see your hand. I just see the door disappear. I said, what?
Ah! He's a magician.
Special effect.
Yeah. And TV magic. Okay, so the monsters are moving, and as they go, an abomination, a Thamir, pops out of the pit trap. Edging closer towards the heroes. Okay, Elf's turn. I see a table. That means something interesting, doesn't it?
Oh, the elf is going to cast a rock skin on himself.
Ah, okay. Rock skin. So that persists until he takes a body point of damage.
Yep.
Gives him, we're going to say because he's a champion, it'll give him 2 extra defend dice instead of just 1.
It's going to move 2 square. Well, 3, 4, 5, no. 2 square north, 1 square right, then I'm going to move the swordsman 3 square left, 2 square south.
Take up contrary positions.
That's my turn.
Oh. This I realize the second body point tracker is incorrect. Let me just readjust that here. Just trying to give you a view of both sides here. So we've got the dwarf. Okay, so elf, barbarian, dwarf. So 1, 4. I know the icon is different, but it's the same. Same character. Okay, so turn is done for the mighty Bohemius.
Yes, that's it.
Barbarian.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have to move. I will swing my sword.
Alright.
Gracious.
1 skull. Now, if you'd been a monster, that would have been interesting.
Well, against all odds.
To damage. He's got 1 left.
And I don't need to roll to take 2 steps back, so. Boom, done.
Hit and run.
Go, dwarf, go. Finish him off.
How many health potion barbarian have?
I have one d6 potion.
Okay.
Finish him.
Alright, I'm gonna equip my crossbow and tower shield and try to shoot him through the eye. 2 skulls.
Okay. 2 skulls. Ching, and a hit. Got him. Clang. Pile of junk.
Good, good.
Well done, dwarf. Well done.
Alright. My turn. Oh, still gonna move. Okay, Jacer got a 1.
Yep, one space north.
I always want to deny you your movement for some reason. Patient. Okay, there you go.
All right, now it's your turn. Prospector's getting heavy.
Been sneaking extra helpings. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chaos Warrior attacks. Alright, Elf, 1 skull. Ching! No damage. That's right, 7. Okay. Alright, Mummy. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, heroes.
I should have rolled 7 because I got the rock skin. But fine.
Oh, yeah, roll one more.
Roll one more to see if you get the wrestling move.
Exactly. Superior rock skin. Oh!
Whoa, sling move!
Shall I draw you a card?
Yes, please.
Bionic elbow! Alright, you do a bit of an interpretive dance, and then you pow! Right on the top of his helmet. Clang. I think that left a dent. Alright. Quiet. Okay. What's next?
The monster already activated. Monsters.
Yeah, we've done everything we're supposed to, so.
Jeez. I think you remember that we killed that table last week.
Oh,
He's back.
no, I think I do kind of remember that now. Okay.
It was Mimic.
Someone get pile driven into that
Yes.
table.
Well, no, the mimic. Yes, I'm forgetting
Mimic.
already. No, good point.
Oh, okay.
He's back. Yeah, the decorator came back in and he put in. It was a flub. It's like, cut. Get that table out of here.
I'm attacking the Chaos Warrior.
All right. For real. Okay.
What?
All right. And which weapon are you using?
A longsword.
All right. Just checking. That's a hit.
And don't forget, if you have your longsword and the shield and the 2 from the rock skin, you actually get to roll 8 dice.
Why?
Let's see here.
The ability of the
2, 3,
upgrade.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sure enough, because I said 2 dice. Okay. So, I guess decide. Are you equipping the shield?
Well, You said the shield and the longsword at the beginning of the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Okay.
change it yet.
So yes, I guess you actually should have rolled one more. I mean, I don't think it makes any difference now, but yeah, for the future, every time you defend, it's going to be 8. Good point. Thanks, Jacer.
No problem. I just had to double check. I was like, because I just thought he had the Warhammer equipped, but then he's attacking with the longsword, so I wasn't sure what he had equipped at the moment.
No, you're right. You're right. Be a
I didn't
helmet.
change yet the weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it would be longsword or crossbow, shield,
Shield.
helmet, elven chainmail, which is 2, and then the rock skin, which I boosted to 2.
So, going to move.
All right. Nine.
I'm going in the corridor in front of the door.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Out. And block the door. Well, I can move another square.
Okay, but you don't want to, or you do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting because 5, 6, 7, 8. I can move 2 extra squares in the corridor.
All right. Towards the other heroes?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move the mercenary behind me.
2.
2, 1, 2, and 2 more in the corridor.
3, 4.
Okay. I want more. Do I have Evo 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1 more. That's it. Thank you.
Barbarian.
Alright, guess I'll roll. See what's around the corner there. Guess I'll go to the top of the corner there.
Okay. At this time,
Nice. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say at this time, I know some would disagree with this, but I'm gonna say you can see just a little bit more.
Okay, so nothing else to place. I'll search for traps then. Oh, never mind. Sorry, you're placing.
Yeah, but you can still search that corridor. Again,
Okay,
I know
I
some
will-
would interpret that rule differently, but that's how I choose to do it. Okay, so you
I'm
want
gonna search for traps.
All right. No traps detected. Down the horizontal corridor. I do want to let you guys know it's 4:30 here. Do you want to keep playing? I mean, I'm okay going longer if you guys want to.
I got a few more hours in me.
Okay. I think I'll call a hard stop at 6 if we're still active at that time, because I do have some stuff to do after. But yeah, all good. I know we took up some extra time talking about against the Ogre Horde, and we were waiting for Jacer, and
I thought it was 3 to 5. So
Yeah.
I guess I messed up the time too.
well, we do have
Didn't even
daylight.
double check the schedule.
Daylight savings is coming up, so I don't know if that threw you off. But yeah, it's Central Standard Time, 2 to 4 p.m. is what I tell everybody. But
Oh, okay.
in practice,
I think your
we've-
Twitch says 3 to 5s.
Oh, whoops. Okay, if so, that I need to change that. Thank you.
Unless it automatically sets to my time zone. In which case I would have messed that up. I never thought of it.
Yeah, let me take a look, cause I mean I try to get the schedule accurate, but sometimes it goofs up on me. And I mean sometimes I just forget to change it if I had like a special time slot. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I've been adding an hour just because, like I said, I know I'm one time zone over.
Yeah. It's 2 to 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, CDT. Every Friday.
Okay.
Most every Friday. Yeah. And then Saturday 6 to 10. Yeah. I just figure, I mean, if something's going on and I need to cut it short, I mean, I'm at least going to do 2 hours. But, yeah. Okay. All right. So after that,
I got a 3.
Okay.
I guess I'll just move in front of the Barbarian and search for secret doors.
Secret doors. Okay. No secret doors detected.
And I'll move the Prospector 1 space towards the Barbarian. That's it for me.
All right. Monster's turn. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heavily damaged Chaos Warrior is gonna one more try to kill the elf. Ching 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 ching. Okay, that's a wrestling move, and I think that's all he's got. So, card, or you got an idea?
Give me your favorite.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say a Tombstone Pile Driver. So you grab him, bam. 1, 2, 3, ding ding ding. He's out of there. Somewhere thunder rolls. Well, I guess it really was his last attempt. Okay, now the other monsters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6. I just want to give him 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these monsters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I should see if these are elite monsters or not. Oh, they're not. Goblin attacks. 1 skull. Dwarf. It's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay.
I got 1 shield.
Wow. Barely, but he got it. Okay. Hero's turn.
So elf is going to keep hero.
Ah,
3.
thank you, Wardicon. Oh no, that's from before. Sorry. I was like, oh, we got another one. Okay, 3.
I'm going to move 2 squares to the right. Equip the crossbow, shield. I'm going to shoot.
All right. Got him.
Nice.
Mercenary keep running in the direction of the dwarf. Thank you.
He's shocked to see so many broken spear pieces everywhere. Alright. Barbarian?
Let's see. I guess I can't attempt an uncommon feat of throwing the dwarf at the goblin to crush him. Anything?
I'll allow it.
No, that would be disrespectful to my short friend. I won't. So
Remember that he shoot you in the back.
Leapfrog off of me and onto the goblin.
All right, let's do that. I want to attempt that uncommon feat if Kurgan allows it.
Okay, so you want to leapfrog and try to attack the goblin?
That's right.
Okay.
Super heroic style.
So
I'll do a hero land on top of the goblin. All right.
Remember that the dwarf tried to kill you.
Well, you know, if this might be his comeuppance, we'll see.
Okay.
It's a win-win for me either way. So, all right. So what do I need to roll?
1 combat die, and if it's a skull, it's success. If it's failure, if it's anything else.
Alley-oop.
Oh, failed. Alright, so you just kind of fell flat on your face.
Does he fall between the monsters?
I think the dwarf stood up too soon before I was really on top of him, and it kind of made me fall back. So
let me see if
All right.
that happens. Okay, yeah. So he kind of like pushes everybody this way. Okay.
All right. I put my crossbow away and I equip my longsword.
All right. I'm just gonna say you don't actually have to do the whole like switching weapons mechanism. I mean, you could tell me what weapon you're using. The only ones you really have to worry about are the two-handed things. So that'd be the battle axe, the warhammer, the tower shield, and the staff, I guess, in combination with the shield.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you're using the longsword.
Yes, I am.
All right.
1.
So they're saying there's a chance. Got him.
All right. He defended hero style. Let me try to move. Oh wait, you're low on health, right?
that's right. Got a big battle coming up too. Need all the help I can get.
Let's see. I have. Oh, I don't have much, do I? Oh, I have a D4, or no, a 4+4, a D6, and an elixir of life. I think it's the only thing I got for healing. So let me give you the. You want the D6 or the +4?
I'll do the +4. Is that okay?
All right. All right. I'll pass the +4 to the barbarian.
Catch it.
Alright, so the barbarian gets the +4 healing from the dwarf.
Yep. And then I'm going to see about moving 1d6. 5. I'm going to move just behind the barbarian.
Okay.
And the prospector's going to stay where he is.
Alright, excellent.
And that's your turn now.
Okay.
Famir's reaction to the Mario Brothers stunt.
Do, 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 do.
He like kicked me forward like a Koopa.
1, 2. Alright, he's gonna to attack. I guess one of those people turned out to be a bot, so I had to remove him. Oops. Didn't mean to switch screens there. Let's get rid of that timer. Too many shortcuts. Okay.
I defend.
Famir's
Ching.
2 skulls deflected. Excellent. Alright, other monsters. Or other monster, I should say. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's all the mummy's gonna do for now. Elf. Bohemius, are you with us?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
I lost
yeah.
connection.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's move 2 square to the mummy. And
Ooh.
attack with the long sword, the shield.
Slight mishap with the camera there. I've got this gooseneck camera, and it requires a little bit of manhandling to get it going. A couple of times I've actually snapped it back. Okay.
long as it doesn't come apart in my hands. All right, 3 skulls, a respectable roll. He defends with 4. Got him. Slumps into the corner. It's like a bunch of wadded up toilet paper and bones.
The mercenary keep running in the direction of the dwarf.
Are you going to be able to catch up with the snow elf? Lagging behind.
I can bust through rocks and reach you on the other side if I want to.
Well, I hope so. You're really lagging behind, sir.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Alright. I'm gonna attack this here femur in front of me.
One of them femurs.
2 skulls.
Got him.
Okay. Then I will... Now, can I just take my full movement, or are there any other are there active monsters on the board?
I'm gonna say yes, as long as these monsters are in these rooms.
Alright.
You gotta roll.
Fine. Alright, I'll just move 6 up the corridor.
It's like, and just for that, you're gonna have to roll 2 dice for every square that you want to move. No, I'm kidding. It's like, no! Okay.
Sorry for my cheek, GM.
Yes. Well, I was joking around with Icarith once where we would have the snark deck. So like if someone's being snarky, they have to draw a card and just something wild happens. But then I thought, no, but then that'll encourage people to be that way so that they can get more of those cards. Like, oh, okay. Just laugh it off. Okay. All right. So you got 6. So where are you going?
I'm just gonna head up the corridor.
Okay. All right. Dwarf. Oh, I didn't see that. Another chaos card for me. Thank you, Wardicon.
Alright,
Excellent.
I'm gonna equip the buckler
Oh, okay.
and start the tower shield.
All right. So the dwarf sets aside his tower shield and equips the buckler. So he would have 6 instead of 7. Okay, and when he's got the buckler, he's not going to be able to use the battle axe at the same time.
No, I still have the longsword equipped, I believe.
Now, if the enemy misses, you're going to get a free shot.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So is he moving anywhere?
Yes, I got a 10. I guess start by moving me right in front of the barbarian and see if I see anything on the diagonals there.
8. Yes, in fact, you do. I'm going to say, in this case, anyway, you are able to see a familiar there and a goblin here.
Alright, can I shoot the familiar?
I'm going to say the angle's just a little bit off. You don't have a clear shot. You're going to have to move if you want to do that.
All right, I'll take one more step it.
Okay. All right. As you step in, you realize that there's actually more monsters than you thought. So there's a Fimir back here. And there's another goblin here.
All right, I'm still gonna shoot at the Fimir.
All right. Two skulls.
Ooh.
And I should roll to see if these are elites. So first the two goblins. Okay, one is an elite. The second one. And the Fimirs. They're normal. Okay, so Fimir rolls for defense. Nothing. So you got him.
Good.
Prospector, is he going to do anything?
How many spaces can he move? 3?
Yes.
He'll move 3 towards the barbarian.
Yep. Any of the heroes can carry him around.
All right. That's it.
Alright. Okay, the Fimir moves forward to attack the dwarf. One skull. Ching. No damage. Okay.
All right, cool.
Elite Goblin moves forward to attack the dwarf. Attacks with black dice. One skull. Oh, okay. Yeah, he deflected it. Ching.
Well, got one.
Barely. Just adjusting the music, it's a little bit tranquil for what's happening. Okay. Shout out to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio once again on YouTube. No audio jungle for his videos. Alright. And I think that's all I'm going to be able to do at the moment. So, heroes, starting with the elf.
Yeah, probably for the movement. Hey. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going 1 south, 2 to the left.
I'm sorry.
1 south. Sorry, the door is there. Sorry. one left, 1 south.
Yeah, like Pastor Rock has been used up, so.
What is the mercenary? He's gone, right?
Swordsman. Yeah,
He's
he has
the-
2 body
yeah.
points, 5 movement, 4 attack, 4 defense. 2
But he's
body
in the
armor.
corridor.
Oh, yes.
So 1 next one more square for the elf, and for the swordsman 5 squares in the direction of the group.
Okay.
There you go.
Barbarian.
I guess I'll just move one step up and swing at that Famir.
All right.
All right, let me.
Oh, missed.
All right. Big.
The dwarf feels a little breeze. He kind of
Yeah.
looks back at you. Shakes his head sadly. Alright. Anything else? Pass to the next hero.
Pass.
Alright, Jacer the dwarf.
Alright, gonna take a swing. Maybe the elite goblin.
Okay. The longsword.
Yes,
2 skulls.
2.
Oh, yeah, and I only defend with 1 blue, so you got him. The other goblin's like, "Ooh."
Bring the prospector 3 spaces closer. Alright, that's it for me. That's all I got.
Alright. Goblin moves forward to attack the dwarf. Two skulls. Powerful little guy. Okay, so we got 1 hour left. If you guys are good.
Yes.
Ching. Okay. Rest.
Do a choke slam on this little goblin. I think he's the only guy that my dwarf can choke slam.
All right. He's out of there.
And I guess after choke slamming the little goblin, I turn to the Famir. And give him the "you're next."
Attempts to intimidate him. Are we having some internet difficulties? Let me just check here. No, we got excellent connection. Okay. All right, sorry guys, back to the game here. Okay, so still my turn. Familiar attacks. One skull, dwarf.
Ching! No damage.
Okay, so my intimidation wasn't that great. It passed, but I almost took damage
1,
for it.
2, 3. Alright. He backs off. I decided to have him back off. Alright. Hero's turn.
Oof, okay. Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, move me down the corridor, please. Nice spaces. And 5 spaces for the swordsman. Thank you.
Alright, Barbarian.
All right. Guess I'll swing at the. That's below the. Oh wait, no, sorry.
He moved.
Yep.
Yeah, you might need to refresh your screen if you're still seeing the old image.
No, we're good. I guess I'll chase down that. What is that? A goblin up there, or an orc?
It's a Famir.
Oh yeah, the Famir. And chase him down. 4. Just what I needed. All right, and I'll swing. 2 skulls.
Stone block behind him, and a Chaos Warrior.
Nah, crud.
But you got a couple of skulls, I see. Okay. Ching, and a hit. Wounded him, at least. I know. What is this? Advanced hero quest? No. Took 1 body point of damage. Let's roll for the eliteness or lack thereof. Okay. Regular Chaos Warrior.
Kurgan, have you ever played? Let's see, what is the name of it? I think it's Hero Quest Alliance, where they. It's kind of a unification of Advanced Hero Quest. No, Allied Hero Quest. That's what it is.
I've heard of it. Never played it though.
Okay.
I have no access to. I know. I could print and play Advanced Hero Quest, but I've never attempted that. I don't know. Part of me, like, when I first saw it, I thought, I like Hero Quest being simple, and I know over the years I've added complexity to my game too. I wouldn't mind trying it sometime, but it would cost me quite a bit to print all that stuff out to try it. But yeah, Allied Hero Quest, I don't really remember. I think when it first was posted, I kind of read some about it, but I've forgotten all that.
Gotcha.
So, what was your thought on it? Did you like it? Or are you just asking me if I checked it out?
I was just, my kids are always asking me about it because they hear Advanced Hero Quest as a thing, and I'm like, listen, I mean, it really is like far more advanced. I don't think you know what you're asking me for exactly, but I know you need a lot more stuff to play it, but I was thinking about, like, well, what if we continued to play Hero Quest but with Advanced Hero Quest like rules? And I think Allied Hero Quest was an attempt to do that. So if I was going to do that, that's what I'd like to do. But anyways,
kind of a reverse, because my understanding is Advanced Hero Quest has rules for using the Hero Quest assets in Advanced Hero Quest.
Yeah,
but not the reverse. But you could.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you could try it, try it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's the only other. I mean, I guess unless you can consider Betrayal at House on the Hill, but that's far less. It's far different than this. But I mean, I did play Space Hulk at Gen Con, and that was my first foray into, I guess, a modular dungeon tabletop game.
But even there, I mean, they weren't laying out tiles as you go. They actually had like a physical plastic and wood painted like large size labyrinth setup, which was pretty sweet. But I mean, you kind of had an idea like, oh, okay, I know there's another room coming up. Whereas if you were playing it normally, it would be just, room to room, and it's just like you have no idea.
You were playing, did you say Space Hulk or Space Crusade?
Space Hulk.
Oh, okay.
I
And
wish
you were
it was-
playing that with that's cool.
Yeah, with the Games Workshop volunteers or staff members or whatever. They had built this like custom version of it. They were using like these 12-inch, I think they were, who's the guy, the Spawn guy, McFarlane, like those action figures, like the Warhammer action figures, and they were playing Space Hulk with it. Now, instead of giving you a squad, they would just give you like one guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
That's
you'd
pretty
be
cool.
going through, and it's like, okay, you have so many points to spend on your turn. So like turning around is 1 point, moving to a square is another point, attacking is another point. And then the Gene Stealers would come out and you'd fight them. But yeah, it made me think of Space Crusade because that I've actually played before, and it was like, oh yeah, it's the same universe. It's just, the rules are very different. Of course, there's also
Nice.
an advanced Space Crusade, which I haven't played, which uses Space Marine Scouts and other things. It felt like they just kept releasing games. It's like each one was like, oh, here's a few more Warhammer 40k figures. Don't you want to buy more? Like, here's a few more. Don't you want to paint these? Like,
Yeah.
But Space Hulk, was just, a lot of people remember that game fondly. And I mean, I had never played it up until that point. And I still haven't played like the classic version.
By classic, you mean like the actual version or like the first edition?
Oh, what am I saying? There's 3 different editions, aren't there? Yeah, any of those. I guess the last one was 2014.
Yeah, I have that one on my shelf, and it's all painted and looking nice and everything. I never played the first edition, but
Yeah.
anyways.
I don't really know what changed other than the aesthetics of the figures. But yeah, some expert could tell you. Or Board Game Geek. Okay, where were we? So Allied Hero Quest, no experience. But I'm sure there's threads about it on Yield In. Yeah, the downside of those kind of combined things or advanced things is that you have to have the game, and Advanced Hero Quest is pretty rare and pretty expensive. And yes, you can print and play, but you're probably looking at least $100 if you're, unless you're just, using like the cheapest, like photocopy type quality on paper and you don't care. Glue it to cereal boxes. Use proxies for all the miniatures or cardboard standees. I guess you need a D20 or no, D10? There's a D8. I forget. It's something like that. Some other type.
Yeah, I remember they use a lot of the different D. I think they only go as high as D12 though in that one, or is it D20? I really don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah. Again, you can find
Anyway.
it in places like Board Game Geek. They'll have all the rules.
All right, the dwarf is going to move 2 spaces north and attack the Famir.
Yeah, I feel like I know plenty about Hero Quest, and I know a little bit about Battle Masters and Space Crusade. The other games, it's a crapshoot. I'll probably have to look it up just like the next person. Okay. So,
All right,
skulls.
3 skulls.
Wow. Ching, 2 hits. Got him. Another Skeksis goes down.
Prospector moves 3 more spaces.
As fast as his little legs will carry him.
And that's it for me.
Alright. Chaos Warrior steps forward to attack Barbarian. 3 skulls.
All right, here we go. No. All right. Well, I'm down to 0. Looks like I'll have to drink that +4 potion.
If you want to live. Okay, it's back at 4. Cross off the +4. Alright, looks like that's it for now, so heroes. Elf.
Running. Seven. Down the corridor. And same for the swordsman.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I don't know if you saw this, Papa Bear, but I'm using the Adventure Design Kit character sheets now, and I feel like I have a lot more room to grow with these large quests.
Oh, nice. Where do you find those at? Because I may need to print those out myself.
Yield in.
All right, I'll
Now
have to go.
If you look at the way it's organized, tasks completed, so I just write out the names of the quests. You could put your little champion sticker there if you get it. But I did notice there was no place for attack and defense, so I just kind of wrote it here. I write the skills there. My messy handwriting. Mercenaries there. I mean, there's variations of this I see other people have made, like on Yielden or maybe on the Discord that you can find. Yeah, just print it in black and white. And I just have a package of, or that's stapled together like a packet of 5, and then I have one for the other campaign. I use these classic character sheets as much as I could, but I'm just erasing and just crossing out, and it runs out of room so fast.
Right.
So that'd be another cool thing for them to like reintroduce to the community if they wanted to. Okay. So what's the barbarian up to?
Oh, let me consult with the dwarf. Oh, shit. No, we got another chaos warrior to deal with. Sorry, I cursed. I shouldn't curse on your channel.
I'll do like I did to Glasgow. I'll put the beep on it.
4 skulls.
Beep. Wow. Okay. Ching, 3 hits.
Yeah.
Arr. Got him.
So let me, before I move or don't move, dwarf. What do you think? Should we let the mercenary kind of sidle in ahead? Maybe we could chill for like a turn, give the elf a chance to catch up with us before we tackle that last room. What say ye?
Yeah. And we didn't go south, so I would check for traps.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I'll do that on my turn if you want. But
Yeah.
you know, the next 3 spaces are safe.
Yeah.
Or you
Okay. I'll at least go as far as the T. So yeah, just move me up to the T, and I'll chill there. Bergen?
Sorry, I apologize. I was just getting a text message there. Alright, repeat.
I rolled a 6. Could you just move the barbarian up to the T? To the T junction where the dwarf was earlier. Yep. There you go. Thank you.
Okay. Dwarf?
I'm gonna search for traps.
Okay, in the horizontal corridor, or I mean in the vertical,
Yes.
no traps.
I guess I'll do I guess one step north, and I'll check for secret doors before moving south on my next turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. So where are you moving to?
One step north,
Okay, one step north.
where the barbarian was. Yep. And I guess move the prospector 3 spaces towards me so I can pick him up next turn.
There we go. Alright, monster-wise, I think those monsters are just going to be staying put for the moment. Alright, elf.
Movement. Six. Keep running.
Swordsman.
Horseman is going 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, moving the side of the barbarian, south of the barbarian.
Okay.
Fast.
Okay. Barbarian.
Sorry, we didn't see any traps in this hallway, right? The vertical.
No.
Okay. I'll move to the bot. I'll move 4 spaces. I'll move 3 spaces down, and I'll search the horizontal hallway for traps.
Okay, now I have to reveal anything you see here first.
Oh yeah.
Okay, of
Cool,
course you
so
see the
cool.
door. No traps detected. Oh, whoops. Shoot. 1 second here. I thought there was more. You see an orc. Okay. So I guess you couldn't have searched for traps. Sorry, my bad. That's just a freebie, I guess.
Okay. In that case, I'll take 1 step back towards the mercenary.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
Alright, dwarf.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a search for secret doors.
In the horizontal corridor?
Yeah. Just in case it's not a dead end.
No secret doors.
Alright.
I'm sure it's in that little section, but yeah.
Five. I guess I'm gonna pick up the prospector and go south to the T junction.
Okay.
And Famir can move 6 spaces, so he can't attack us. So we're good right now. That's it. Prospector's hanging tight.
Okay. All right. Orc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attacks the barbarian. I gotta roll and see if he's an elite here first. Suspense. Nope, he's normal. Okay. 3 dice. 2 skulls. Barbarian.
Ching.
Yes, indeed. Alright, hero's turn.
Get it there. Four. Slowly. Very slowly.
Right. Moving towards the group.
Yes.
Alright, and swordsman.
Swordsman is going behind the dwarf, 2 steps north. Give him some space.
Alright. Barbarian.
Alright, I will attack. That's a kill, right?
Yeah, because I only get 2 defense.
Fatality.
Alright, so I'm going to move to 2 spaces south of the door. Yep. Start stacking up.
Okay, sounds like he's calling for a strategy. Okay, dwarf.
All right, 7. I guess move me, or let me, yeah, move me just past the door, I guess. And let me search the hallway the barbarian's in for traps.
No traps detected.
All right, move the prospector 3 spaces down. And that's it for me.
Alright, monster's turn.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, never mind, it doesn't matter. I just have keen hearing, but I know it's in there from the map.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been good if you hadn't had the map, but yeah. It's already done for you. Okay, my turn. Well, if you guys are planning to come in, I'm sure I should probably rearrange here. 1, 2... 3. 1, 2, 3. check something here. One, two, three, four. Now, how are the monsters alerted to your presence? Well, they can hear a lot of commotion going on outside.
Yeah, too many bodies hitting the floor.
Yep. Okay, heroes. Starting with the elf.
Twelve. 12. Close
10.
enough. There we
Good.
go.
Respectable.
Hi guys, what took you so long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going front of the prospector.
Thantrax says, blessings upon those who are friends of Mentor. May all your hits be skulls.
And mercenaries open doors.
Yes.
Yes, but he's very slow. He move on F5, so I'm going to chill out with the prospector. Can I carry the prospector with with the mercenary?
Sure. Now, if the mercenary gets killed, he may be in danger of being captured, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just a question, and I don't want to carry him.
Okay, so
Okay. Yeah, move the prospector in north, so I got a spot there.
are we moving the prospector or the swordsman?
No, I'm moving the swordsman in the square of the prospector.
Oh, I see. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's just pausing there momentarily.
Yes.
I get it. Okay, barbarian.
Let's. I'm gonna chill out on this turn. Keep my friend. Tell you what, I'll move up one. How about that?
Chill out. Dupwad.
Everybody, chill. Okay, I'm done.
Kill the dinosaurs. The Ice Age. Alright. Excellent. Okay, dwarf.
That was really good, Kurgan. If something happens to Arnie, I can rest easy knowing we have you as a backup.
Oh, thank you. One of many. Alright, Jacer.
I'm gonna pass the barbarian the potion of healing 1d6 and basically move 2 spaces to the left and pass to him while I'm adjacent.
Okay.
All right, so I have 2 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and for his part, the dwarf doesn't have any healing now, but
I still have an elixir of life, an artifact, but it's
Yeah.
okay because I don't count it as a potion. I count it as an artifact too, so I wasn't sure if that was where we messed up on communication because that was the only artifact I have.
yeah, it is an artifact.
And I guess while I'm standing here, I want to equip the tower shield and stow the buckler.
Okay.
Or actually, does the barbarian have any type of shield?
No, but I think my greatsword is 2-hander anyways.
Okay, you don't have all right. If you don't have a one-handed weapon, it doesn't make sense to give you a buckler. Okay.
I do. I just don't want to be using a whip against an ogre. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's a little thick-skinned for that. Time to boogie. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Leroy!
I was thinking about that.
Well, I made you wait until now.
I'm just gonna think of Leglios as Leroy.
So I'm going to pass the portion of defense to the mercenary. And open the door. Just first to the right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, swordsman gets the potion of defense.
But doesn't use it.
Doesn't use it
Keep-
yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the elf is going 2 to the right.
To the right. Open the door.
Opens the door. Sees a bunch of chaos warriors standing ready. Let's see if you
One
see 'em.
square north.
Alright.
Square left. Go in the corner of the room. And attack the just we're in front.
Okay.
Install.
Good opener.
Alright, and I should roll for these guys. I don't think I did before. It's for each of the chaos warriors. The non-elites. They're normal. Ching. And 2 hits.
The swordsmen go by the side of the elf. Attack the chaos warrior in front. 4 dice, right?
Yes.
Oh,
3 skulls. Ching, 2 hits.
wow!
Well done.
Yeah.
I did what I could. You guys, look
I
at
might have you roll for me. Okay. Now the guy who is on the circle there, that's the ogre, right?
Nope, that's an elite chaos warrior.
That's an elite. What is the difference between the elites and non-elites?
So the elites are going to defend with blue and attack with black.
Okay. All right. In that case, let's see. I guess I'll roll a move. 9. Okay. I will stand right in front of the ogre, and I will use reckless charge or whatever that skill was.
Chaos warrior. Heroic charge.
Wait. Is there not an ogre in? I thought there was an ogre in there.
That's a different room that has 2 ogres in
I
it.
can put an ogre in there if you want.
No. We good. We good, bro. We good. So I'll just
the other room.
I'll attack the elite dread warrior then. With reckless charge. So
Okay.
Heroic charge. So, all right. So I'll roll 3.
3 black, 3 white, and I defend with 3. Wow. Okay. 4, and I defend with 3. Ching. 3 hits. Got him.
You did.
Clang. Alright, that enemy has fallen.
All right. I'm gonna equip my battle axe and run in there, charge in there.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Just leave you at the door. And you've got the battle axe, so the tower shield is cast aside.
I tried. I think I stumbled over my beard.
You threw off our groove, man.
Can I get an angled shot on a Chaos Warrior with a crossbow?
No. Not from here.
Okay. All right. Guess that's it. I'm stuck. Yeah, I got nothing. The prospector moves 2 spaces towards the dwarf. And the dwarf can I search for secret doors in that double corridor behind me?
Sure. None are detected.
Okay.
It's 15-minute warning there.
Pass my turn then.
All right. All right, this is the High Alchemist's laboratory. And this is being the High Alchemist, he has many powers and abilities. And he's first going to summon wolves. This conjures up a number of giant wolves to attack the spellcaster's enemies. All right, so I roll 1d6. See how many wolves I get. 6. Well, that's the maximum. So I get 3.
6 wolves.
60 wolves. Alright. So I get 1,
Gee.
2, 3. And they get to attack immediately. Only one of them's in range. Lucky for you. 1. Wanted a crowded room. There you go. Okay, so Giant Wolf attacks the Barbarian. Four
Oh
skulls.
my goodness. All right. Okay. So took 3 body points. Pardon me, that's my phone going off.
Okay, so you took 1.
Takes 1 and a wrestling move.
Yes. Let me just fix this here first. Alright, shall I draw you a card?
Yes.
3-point stance clothesline. You post up and you run forward and just tackle to the ground. Giant wolf goes flying. Clunk. Gets back up. 1 damage. Think we can finish by 6? We'll try. If not, we'll have to pick it up next time. It's a crowded room. Okay. Well, there's room for me to move that monster. It's just like no one in range to actually attack, even though I can hit diagonally. Oh, so I could have actually gone for the swordsman. Well, lucky for him, I didn't. All right, let's have that Chaos Warrior attack the swordsman. He should defend with 5, 2 skulls.
And
Ching, wrestling move.
ooh, right. Well, the Chaos Warrior, right?
World's strongest slam. So he
So the
flips sideways
Chaos Warrior
and
should be dead.
chucks him down. Lands hard. He ain't getting back up from that one. Alright, got him.
Great.
Wrong move, brother. You lose.
Somebody got their wig split. Alright. Well, to continue my lucky streak, let's attack the elf. 3 skulls. Wow, so much. And only 1 defense. 2 hits. Wait, did you roll all 8 like you were supposed to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. In spite of that. Okay, so he's lost his
did.
rock skin.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I guess it did its job.
Yeah.
Okay, so you still have your heal body left. Okay.
And the gate. The hypnotic blaze. Oh,
Yes, yes you do. Okay, let's move this giant wolf in. All right, Giant Wolf attacks. Another Dread Warrior down. Huzzah! Okay, attacking the swordsman. He does have a fighting chance, though. 4 skulls. He defends with 5.
I'm going to use the potion of defense.
Okay, defends with 7. Ching, and 1 hit. Just barely survived, but he does get a wrestling move.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
Batista Bob,
Yes.
All right,
my favorite.
picks him up. Bam. Your imagination has to fill in the details. Okay, so he takes 1 damage. That Chaos Warrior. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna move this Chaos Warrior. 1, 2, 3. Move this Giant Wolf. 1, 2. Or 1.
You already moved that wolf one. Because that was next to the caster.
Oh, he was right here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Never mind. Let's rewind that. Okay, fine. The Chaos Warrior will just move forward then. Thanks, Jacer.
No problem. I was thinking that you should have waited, like attacked with all the Chaos
Yeah.
Warriors, moved them out of the way, and then cast that spell, but it
Yeah.
was already after you started doing it.
Alright. I'm going to use... Oh, no, I can't use it because it's already... Yeah. My strategy was a little bit backwards. Okay. Alright. Chaos Warrior just attacks normally. Missed, but he did get a wrestling move. Jackknife Power Bomb. Bam.
No. Two body points.
Yep. Okay, so 3 done. Okay, that's the end of my turn. You guys do a round, and I think that'll be it for this session. I gotta get going after this, but I appreciate you sticking around and playing. So Elf first.
The elf is going to use a heal body on the barbarian.
Okay, so the barbarian recovers 4 body points, up to 6.
Yep.
Thank you. Mucho apreciado.
Muchacho.
I need you alive. And the swordsman is going to attack the wall.
Okay. Two skulls. 2 hits. He's got 2 left.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack the wolf right in front of the barbarian. Finish him off. 3 skulls.
Ching, 2 hits.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So he's got
2 left.
what does he have? 2 body 2 okay.
Yeah, they have 5 overall. 2 left. All right, dwarf.
Attack the Chaos Warrior.
Okay. One skull. Or no, you didn't roll yet. Sorry. I was looking at the old roll. Longsword, 2 skulls. Okay, respectable. 2 hits. He's got 1 left. All right, you got your movement and the prospector.
I really can't get in there. I guess the prospector can move to the left one.
All right, all you followers of chaos, remember, your old pal Zargon needs you, so next time have your gold ready. All right, so great game, guys. We'll have to pick up next time, next Friday. Actually, let me check my calendar because I may be out next Friday, so it might be not until the that's Thanksgiving. Shoot. Okay, so this might be the last game of Mage of the Mirror until December, but I'll let you guys know if there's any chance I can fit in a game next weekend. Otherwise, yeah, we'll have to pick up. So we'll upload the video on YouTube in 24 to 48 hours like usual, but you can always watch the VOD. And tomorrow night, 6 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be playing Rise of the Dread Moon as usual. Anybody have anything to plug at the end here before we do our raid?
You got to balance, but it was nice playing. Always nice playing with you guys, Jace, Kurgan, Bohemius. Nice meeting you, man. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Chaos has been held at bay for several weeks. Right, you are, Thentrax. All right, guys. Okay, we'll stop the stream for now then, and see who we can raid. Stick around if you want for the raid. Otherwise, yeah, we'll catch you next time. Everybody stay safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then. You celebrate. And let's see who we got. Actually, I don't see any of our friends streaming at the moment, so I guess whoever you want to follow. All right, good game, everybody. Good night.